Hello again. The database I'm going to show in this section is one called Standard & Poor's Net Advantage. It's actually on several different places on the guide, but I'm going to go from corporate financials. So I believe it's also under a couple of these other investment and trade, I think is where we've got some Standard & Poor's here as well. So under investments, corporate financials, it's in that same area. So we're going to log in again. And proceed to outside service. And here you are looking at the Net Advantage homepage. I'm briefly showing you these databases, trying to focus on what you might be using for this particular assignment, but they're stronger. There's a lot going on these databases that you might find interesting. And the other part is just to introduce you to some of them so that you see that this kind of information is available to you, that you have that as a student, because you may not always have access to some of these kind of resources. So this front page is kind of general market news, what's been going on. You can look through world, Europe. We've got the S&P over here, also some NASDAQ, Dow Jones. Here, a few more maybe particular industries to show just kind of generally what's happening on this front page. But really, again, for this particular assignment, and sorry, you have all sorts of information going along the front. So I don't want to, these just aren't important for this particular assignment, but to be aware that they're all here. It's a good thing to get in here and kind of mess around with some of these databases, or as you progress in the programs. So let's go to the companies. And again, we'll go with our Starbucks example. Most of the databases self-populate, so that can be helpful. And you get something that looks similar to that in Mergent. You have a business description, you do have their website, employees, ticker, this can be important. Also some of your primary, your information about the company here. Here's some of your stock quotes and some major financials up the front. Your key professionals, some other things there. Also, it's kind of nice you have this on the left side of the screen. You have some better corporate timeline might be helpful, again, when you're looking for your history on your company. Here's your financial information. What's really great about Net Advantage or Standard & Poor's is it does integrate into the database the SEC filings. Actually, the SEC filings, not aggregated back into the database. This is important in this class. There is sec.gov, I believe, that you'll want to be looking for. But at the Net Advantage, actually, this is that form right here. It's from the Securities Exchange Commission. Your 10 Qs for the company, and you have this is actually what comes from that website. So these might look a little bit more familiar, and what some of your professors will request that you use this particular format. And these are going to scroll through a little bit there. If you can go back through to past years as well, here in the SEC filing, so you have ratio, it's right here. This link will let you go back through older ones. We have some database dates that may be important. And you can look at your 8K or your 10K and your 10Q here. Or you could search if you needed to as well. Again, even as I look down through this, there's so much that could be helpful to other projects, or just maybe in your own personal. You have some building tools, but I wanted to show you the way this looked compared to another database, and especially that these are the actual SEC filing integrated into the database. Thank you.